It's Friday, March 28th at 12:47 in the afternoon, and the dogs and I have come down to the Cataraqui Trail at Harrowsmith. We're going to follow this over to the K&P and then head south on the K&P, which will be the first time this spring that we've done this hike. It's gray and cloudy and mostly calm at 4 degrees right now, and we're expecting a big ice storm this weekend in this area. 2 days of freezing rain, it sounds like, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I just hope there's not a lot of damage to the trees and also to power outages and things that can make it miserable to endure these things sometimes. So for this walk, I've brought Luna and Bandit with me. Zoe's minding the homestead, and she'll be getting a nice walk there this afternoon, so she's gonna have a good time too. Yeah, so the weather people say there's the potential for 15 to 20 hours of freezing rain in this area over the weekend, lasting much of Saturday and Sunday as well as tonight after midnight. So if that comes true, we could have anywhere from 15 to 20 or more millimeters of freezing rain gathering up on things like branches or other structures, but the branches are the big one that causes all the problems, because when they snap or whole trees come down, that's when they take hydro lines down with them and start power outages on a widespread basis. At 12:56, the radar is showing a fairly large swath of snow heading up northwest of here, going all the way up around Georgian Bay and over Lake Superior and whatnot. So I don't know if that's gonna get here before we finish our hike or not. It's not really in the forecast to be here this afternoon, so we'll see. There's the view looking off to the west. It is getting increasingly dark over there, so that must be the snow showing up on the radar, but it's moving quite slowly, I think. The trail here is damp and spongy, I guess I'd call it. You could ride a bike on it, but it would be a bit sloggy feeling. You'd be sinking in quite a bit. I do see tire marks on here, but some of those are from a baby carriage. There may be a couple from bikes as well. The red osier dogwood is looking nice and bright in this location. To all my Canadian viewers and any American viewers as well out there, I hope you're all surviving the Trump madness and not getting too stressed out over it all. It's certainly easy to do, I know that, because I've been following it very closely for the last 8 years, and it can really wear on you at times if you let it. So I hope everyone's surviving the madness, and we've got some interesting times ahead for sure. Okay, we've just veered off the Cat Trail and now we're joining onto the K&P Trail here. Just before we left the house there, they were reporting on the earthquake in Thailand and those areas, and showed the big building collapsing in Bangkok. That's quite a horrific situation. I guess already there's over 100 people missing or confirmed dead or whatever, so that's a pretty bad situation, obviously. Some of you who watch my videos may feel differently, but every time I come down these trails, they seem different. It's obviously partly because of the seasons, but also the weather of the day, cloud cover, temperature, all those things play into it. But I've been down this trail dozens of times, but every time it's a new experience in a lot of ways. And it has its own beauty that you haven't quite seen before. And today, with this very overcast sky and little wind, it has a special beauty about it, I guess, that's very attractive as well. Personally, it'd be nice if it was a bit warmer. We've had a very cool week just gone by, 1 or 2 days in there that were not too bad, 7 or 8 degrees. But most of them have been around 3 to 4. And for the whole next week, virtually 5 or 6 days worth at least, it's hardly getting up over 4 or 5, and some of the days are only 2 or 3 degrees with these ice rain days over the weekend. So it's sure taking its sweet time getting consistent warmth around here. I guess I shouldn't complain though, because I know there's places right now that are suffering under heat, so that's got its own negative sides for sure. There's a little bit of wind funneling through this rock cut here. Kind of interesting how it just accelerated in this tube, which is what you might expect from the physics angle side of things. Many of us who reside in eastern Ontario will certainly remember the ice storm of '98. Now, we were fortunate that we didn't quite live in the heart of the ice storm. At that time, we were living over north of Napanee, and we were just out of the main ice storm zone of impact. But any people that lived further east, over north of Kingston, dealt with severe issues from the ice storm for probably 2 or 3 weeks without power, or longer, some people. And all kinds of disruptions right through a cold period of the year in January. And from what I remember at that time, I think there was coatings of 1 inch or 2 of ice. So hopefully it's not going to be anything quite like that extreme again, but I don't think it will be. Okay, 1:36, and we're just approaching Millhaven Creek here. The weather continues basically the same, and haven't seen anyone on the trail yet. Just had 4 hooded mergansers on the river there, and a couple mallards flew over. That's about it. Very quiet. In a week or 2 or 3, this will be bustling with bird life here. All kinds of things coming in. Certainly nice to see the trail clear of snow and ice. Getting ready for another summer season.
You guys are crazy guys. Okay, we gotta get going. We gotta get going. Let's go.
Okay, 2:06 now, and I think we're just going to go up through the length of this straight stretch here, which cuts through the side of the marsh. It's always an interesting place to walk, and I'll probably turn around at the end of that. I'm not going to follow it right out to Murton Road today, I don't think. That adds another kilometer or more to do that, and we've come quite a ways already, so I think I'll just do up to the end there and then head back. Okay, 2:23, and we're just approaching the end of our straightaway that we were going to go to the end of. And we'll just get up to the corner here and I'll look around and see what it's looking like up ahead. I think I'll turn around here probably, but we'll see. Okay, it's 2:26 and I think I will turn around here. We've had enough of a walk. We've been walking for over an hour and a half now, so we'll have that on the way back too. So we'll be looking at a return time of about 4 o'clock to the parking lot. I've always liked the look of this little farm over here. It's always so clean and tidy. Very pretty on the landscape. So if I walked right to the end, I think it's 6.9 kilometers or something. So we've probably done about 6.5 K or so. Just estimating, but a good walk. And it's been very nice out here, very quiet. Some birds, got some water birds, wood ducks, mallards, Canada geese, hooded mergansers. The land birds are quite quiet. Had robins and blue jays, crows, ravens, mourning doves, chickadees, white-breasted nuthatch, pileated woodpeckers, things like that, but nothing really too exciting, and not a whole lot of them. Still a bit early yet, because we haven't had much in the way of warm winds gracing the area for quite a while now.
Give me that stick. Give me that stick. Give me that stick, Bandit. Give me that stick. Ah. Give me that stick. Give me that stick. Give me that stick. Give me that stick, Bandit.
Okay, 3:08, and we're just approaching the Millhaven Creek Bridge once again. The weather remains virtually the same, cloudy and calm, and it feels like 3 or 4 degrees centigrade. Well, just had my first 2 people go by me, a couple joggers, so my record was ruined. I was hoping to get all the way there and back without meeting a soul. Actually, I'm surprised I've gone this far without seeing somebody. You'd think there'd be people out today walking on here because they know the weekend's going to be a washout with this freezing rain warning that we've got. But I guess obviously the majority of people are probably working still on a Friday, and maybe that explains most of it. Although you usually see other people out here, like retired people or dog walkers like myself, or people pulling their baby carriage or pushing their baby carriage along. Usually see somebody. I'm surprised it has been this long. Still one little patch of snow left in this sheltered area where the sun hardly ever shines. Okay, 3:45, and we're here at the confluence of the K&P and the Cataraqui Trail. So the walk today basically started at Harrowsmith at the parking area on the Cat Trail, and then down the K&P to Murton Road, almost to Murton Road and back. Now we got about a 20-minute walk back to Highway 38 where the car is parked. That's been a very enjoyable walk. Nice to get out on this trail again after a winter's absence. It's kind of dreary and dead looking out here, but still very interesting in its own way. Be nice to have a bit more warmth. My hands have been fairly cold the whole outing because we're doing a lot of filming and having my hands out for the dogs quite frequently, so they're not getting much warmth today. It's 4 o'clock and we're just starting to see a few snowflakes passing by right now, but we're almost finished the walk, and it's been a real nice walk. We're about 5 minutes out from the end here, so I think I'll sign off since there's not a whole lot more to show up here, but hope you've enjoyed that walk. First of the year down here on the K&P and Cataraqui Trails, almost to Murton Road from Harrowsmith and back. It's been nice to get out again on here, and I can't wait until all the birds start coming back and the warmth comes in and I can get out in my shorts again. That's when it gets nice. There's Highway 38 just ahead, 4:05. Friday night in the big town of Harrowsmith. I wonder what's happening here tonight. Any big productions going on, I wonder?